Hey everyone, welcome back to another week of weekly pickups of your host, Polish Gaming. Now we're on to week 2 of the Australian pickups here. We've got a couple of pickups from Trade Me and stuff like this. But first, I thought I'd like to give a little shout out to a couple of people that I did forget in my picture on Instagram and stuff like this. So with this one, for my 40th, I got this awesome little Bulbasaur thing from Amanda and her family. Now this one's a pretty cool one. The kids got me this as well. Like, just awesome little thing here. It's just I like it. It goes right in my room. The reason why I forgot it is because it was one of the first things to put in my room because I quite enjoyed it. So that one definitely is going to go in my room somewhere. I'll put that to the side for now. And also, I'd like to thank Loretta and Jamie for this one here, and the kids, of course, for this one. I got a build and battle box. Once again, the reason why I forgot to put this in the picture is because I had already opened them. I'm a fiend for Pokemon packs, and not sure if you know this, but with my actual, my pickups, my pack rips for the day. Basically, I'm already ahead. So I pretty much ripped the 4 packets out of this. I already know what it is. You'll have to wait. But yeah, that's a pretty cool one. So stoked to get that from Loretta and Jamie. And also, last but not least, I don't know if anyone saw this. I will put up the link for her Instagram on my YouTube. And plus, I'll also put up the link. I'll put up in my story on Instagram. These are awesome. It's called Moats Memoirs. Now you can follow them on Instagram. Like I say, I'll post a link up in my profile there, and just awesome. I was absolutely stoked to get this, a little collage of all my parties that I've been on. All my mates signed this. There's a few that forgot to sign it, so I will probably get a hold of them and try to get them signed. But other than that, absolutely stoked with the way this looks. I'm really, really happy with that. So like I say, I'll put that up and then I'll put it on my story on Instagram as well. Now, without further ado, we get into the games this week. Now, this week from Trade Me, we've got one from K-Specs. This one is Turbo, Disney DreamWorks Turbo. Now, this was $12. So it is Disney, isn't it? I mean, Disney is DreamWorks, I think. I think they bought them out. But it's DreamWorks Turbo. I think this is before they bought them out. So this one, yeah, I could pay $12 for this on the dealer meter this week. It's a 4 out of 5 because that sits at $24.39. So pretty stoked to get that one. I have been looking at this and it seems to sit at about 20. So I'm happy to get it for cheaper than that. Now, the next one here, as of last week, you probably guessed that I've got this one, Supreme Commander 2. Now, this one here was $5.99 on the dealer meter this week. It's a 3 out of 5 because it sits at $13.95. Now, that was NZ Picker 78 there from Trade Me. So, pretty stoked to get that one. That finishes off my subset of Supreme Commanders. Now, onto the Australia part of it. Now, basically, this is from CEX, of course. I pretty much is the only place I really went. There is one game in here that's from a different place, but we'll get to that. First on the list is Peanuts. Well, sorry, I say Peanuts, but it's from the Peanuts movie, Snoopy's Grand Adventure. Now, this one here was $22.15. And like I say, with these are all Australian, so it's pretty much 22. That'll be about $20, so $22.15 New Zealand from $20 Australian. So yeah, now that's a 2 out of 5, unfortunately, with that one because it does sit at $18.17. I'm happy to get this one because of the sheer fact that it does sit here around about people want 30 to 40. So I'm just stoked to get that off the list and have it for under $40, pretty much under $30. And this one is one of the ones where the manuals they're non-existent. Now the next one here is a variant Rugby Challenge 2. I got this for $1.66, and on the dealer meter there scale there, it sits at a 4 out of 5. Reason for that is $10.42. Now, the reason for this one is I got this one. I shall show you here. It's another one where it's basically variants. I was trying to grab all variants. There it is there, Rugby League Challenge 2. I have the All Blacks version and now the Wallabies version. Now, I'm pretty sure with the Lions to it, most likely we'll have the English squad in there as well. So that's one that I will hunt down. Wait, hold on, Rugby Challenge 2. I've got another one. Why do I have 2 of these? Hold on, something's wrong here. Oh, that's 3. Weird. Is there not? Oh, yeah, there is, or 2, but it's called, that's weird. I don't know. That's, yeah, okay, odd. But yeah, happy to have that one, $1.66. And like I say, 4 out of 5, it's a pretty good steal there. So dollar Australian. Now, next one here is Rapala Tournament Fishing. These Rapala games are a little bit harder to find. This does complete my subset of Rapala games. I do have Rapala Pro Base Fishing, Rapala Tournament Fishing, and as you're going to see in a second, this one here is $13.29, and on the dealer meter, it sits at a 3 out of 5. It's only a $14 game, so basically I just scored this just under price. Yeah, it's a little bit harder to find this one. I did double up on this one, so it's going to a mate, that one. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I doubled up on it. I had to actually check that later on. And this is the last one for the subset of Rapala. So this is Rapala Fishing Frenzy 2009. And this one was $13.29 again. Sadly, with this one, it's a 2 out of 5 on the dealer meter because it sits at 13, just under what I paid for it. But this one, so this completes the subset: Tournament Fishing, Fishing Frenzy 2009, Pro Bass Fishing, and Pro Bass Fishing, should I say, and Rapala for Connect. Be over here. Yeah, Rapala for Connect. So that completes the subset. That's pretty cool to get those ones. I do like the Rapala games. They are quite fun to have a bit of a fish every now and then. And next one here is Rabbids Invasion, the interactive TV show. This one here was $3.32 on the dealer meter. It sits at a 4 out of 5 because it sits at $13.09 on price charting. This one was another subset that I've completed, all the Rabbids games, and I'm also trying to go for a complete subset of Connect titles. I believe with this one it leaves 6 or 7 left. I'm very close to completing it, but one of them I think it's My Body Workout. It's quite an intense one to get. There's a few other ones, Jillian Michaels. There's one more Just Dance game that I need, 2018. There's a few of them that I still need. I think there's another Just Dance game that I also need as well. Now, next one here goes on to our Pro Evolution Soccer 6. Now, this is another variant. I do have the original one with Ronaldo and John Terry on the front cover, but unfortunately my one I'll show it because it showed the difference between it. Where am I? Pro Evolution Soccer. Here we are. I see Pro Evolution Soccer. So as you can see, I've got John Terry and Ronaldo on the front. This is when he's for the English squad and he's for the Brazilian squad. Sadly, that one doesn't work. I've actually had this game 3 times now and it still hasn't worked. So that one's a bit annoying to get, but that is the standard one, the Euro variant, and then you've got the English, the Australian one, which I don't know who's on the front of that cover. I feel like I know him. I should know him, but yeah. But yeah, that one. So this is the classics version, $1.66 on the dealer meter this week. It sits at a 4 out of 5 because it's $9. This one does work. It's actually the first one that actually worked. Because it's a classic, I can't use it for the other one. Now here comes the sad part. I also got the standard version because once again, it's the variant of the Australian, the Socceroos. Now it's $1.66 on dealer meter. It sits at a 4 out of 5 because it's $9, but doesn't work. So it's another one. I believe that this is the 4th time that I've got this game and it doesn't work, regardless of what variant. But this classics variant does work, which makes me think that that's a newer CD. It seems like all the old games, like NHL 2K6, NBA 2K6, all the original first sports titles just don't really work on my 360. So I'm beginning to think that it might possibly be an issue with the slim lines. I might try it on an original big boy. So see if that works. But other than that, it doesn't work. So I've got to take it off for a skim and see if it works. Sam Mudway, it's coming to you. Now, the next one here is Prince of Persia Classics. Now, this one here was $8.66. And on the dealer meter, it sits at a 3 out of 5 because it sits at $14. Like to say nothing right home, but it's actually a pretty cool game. There's Sands of Time and Prince of Persia on here. And I think Warrior Within. I think Warrior Within was actually on Xbox. But yeah, pretty cool game. I do like Prince of Persia. Not the original. The original was super psycho hard. It's all about basically timing and jumping and it just does your head. It's like Abe's Odyssey style kind of movement. Now, the next one here is another Connect title, which I have been after for a while, is Saban's Power Rangers Super Samurai. Now, it's no longer Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It's just Power Rangers because these are completely different from what I remember as a kid. But yeah, $22.15 for that one. It sits at a 3 out of 5 on the dealer meter because it sits at $24.85. Happy to have that one because it seems to sit in New Zealand around about $30 to $35. And now you can't seem to get that one. Next one here is Open Season. Now, this is $13.29 on the dealer meter this week. It sits at a 3 out of 5, and because of that, it sits at $16.36 on price charting. Once again, it's an older game. When they're older games, I get the feeling they really don't like my Xbox. So I'm going to have a look before I actually send these off, but this one was quite scratched up. CX, I'm guessing, don't test their games before sending out because this one was quite scratched up. It looks like it's not deep enough, so it'll most likely be able to come out of a resurface. And next one here is NHL 13. Now, this one here is $3.32, and on the price charting, it sits at a 3. I'm sorry, on the dealer meter, it sits at 3 out of 5 because it sits at $18.17 on price charting. Not much to write home about this one. The NHL games are pretty hard to find, some of them. This one with this, I've got another 2 that are here, and that pretty much all I'll need is NHL 2K6, pure reason that I got it and it doesn't work, and I need NHL 15 because I thought that was an NTSC only, but turns out it is a PEGI copy. So that would be pretty hard to find. Next one here, NHL 2K8. Now, like I say, this is nearly completing my subset of this. It's $4.44 for this one, and at a 4 out of 5 because it sits at 13 on price charting. This is the one that actually worked. Then we come on to this one. Once again, older game, NHL 2K7. So $4.44, and that one currently is down the dealer meter. It sits at 3 out of 5 due to the fact it's $8.02 on price charting. Now, this one here is, like I say, super annoying. Done the same thing, pretty much just didn't even want to work, didn't recognize the CD. So I'm going to send it off. It is quite scratched, so hopefully a resurface will fix that. Yeah, one of them doesn't look scratched at all, and I can't remember which one it is, but it's basically like probably going to come back and it's still not going to work. So those ones are a bit annoying. It's almost like it's got some rot in it or something. Now, for the last game here, this one was actually bought from Eddie's Retro, which I do have a video about this. Me and my editor, we went to Eddie's Retro down in Redbanks Mall in Australia, and basically we got a little bit of videos in there, so I thought I'd do a little bit of a voiceover and put it up on my YouTube once I get the time here. It's just trying to go through a couple of things from Australia because there is a lot. Like I say, there's going to be another 2 more episodes of this. But a Sega Saturn game. Now, it's not every day I get a Sega Saturn game, but this one is The Mansion of Hidden Souls. I purchased this one I purchased it for 65 Australian, so it makes it $71.90. And with this is a 3 out of 5 because it sits at 81.43 on price charting. This game looks like trash. I had it on the 43-inch screen behind me. In front of me, and I basically played this one, and it is not great. The graphics don't even, it looks so pixelated and bad, but hey, it's a Sega Saturn game and it knocks it off the list. So that is what I'm all about. That's me for this week. Stay tuned for weekly pickups and everything like that. And don't forget to like and subscribe, ring that notification bell, so make sure you get all notified on my videos. And that would conclude basically week 2 of the Aussie Pickups. So I've got another 2 more weeks ahead of me. We've got 4 pickups all up with the Australian tour. And on top of that, I will also be adding in some things from the weekly pickup. So yeah, stay tuned. Hopefully I've got some more stuff. There's absolutely bangers of Xbox 360 titles that I got. I got a whole lot, and it pulled me down to I'm pretty sure I only need about 170, I think, left for a full set. So may seem like a lot, but when you've got a collection of going for a 1,201 set, it seems pretty close. So getting there. But anyway, stay tuned. Like I say, I'll put in the Moats Memoirs in there. Thanks to Amanda for that awesome Bulbasaur, and thanks to Loretta and Jamie for the build battle, and of course the memoirs. And I'll be putting that link up down in the description below. But yeah, stay tuned. I've got some more stuff for you guys. So see you soon. See you later.